Last night, we examined the case of a Nashville father who was convicted of murder for shaking his infant son after the child suddenly stopped breathing. That father, Russell Mays, has been behind bars since 1999.
But now nearly a half dozen medical experts and one of the lead detectives on this case all say it was a mistake, that no one person caused this little boy's death. Yet the first time parents lost all their rights to be parents.
Even the heartbreaking decision to end life support. Demetria Kaladimos is here with more exclusive reporting from the Nashville Banner. Demetria.
Rory, Carey, this is the first time that a so-called shaken baby case is being challenged at the highest levels in Tennessee. But it's happening all over the country. Parents, babysitters, and other caretakers who were blamed and sent to jail are being cleared now of their crimes. In Nashville, the DA's Conviction Review Unit wants nothing less for a man named Russell Mays, who paid an awful price for having a very sick child. The story begins in May of 1999. When the baby arrived at Vanderbilt, he was unresponsive and intubated. The first doctor who saw Alex mistakenly described him as a full-term baby with an unremarkable medical history. The record shows a CT scan was performed on the baby's head. Vanderbilt's child abuse specialist was called in. Dr. Suzanne Starling noted bruising on the baby's head and abdomen, 2 different types of brain hemorrhage, and extensive retinal hemorrhages, bleeding behind both eyes. Dr. Starling wrote, "This is not seen with trivial trauma. It is most likely to be related to an inflicted injury." According to a chronology written by the mother, Dr. Starling told her that Alex had injuries you only see with shaken baby syndrome or being thrown through a car windshield. Police based their interrogation of Russell Mays, the father, on Dr. Starling's opinion.
The only reasonable explanation that I think that I could have done this that would have been logical for me and that would have been accident is walking in there, seeing my child not breathing, taking my child and hey, what's wrong? Hey. Any other way that you could explain to me? I could then on purpose. Now, either you're lying to me or you're afraid to tell me the truth. Like I told you, I'm not here to arrest you. I'm here to talk to you.
I know I don't have a lawyer present and you're writing everything down. But you told me I wouldn't be arrested. When I saw the baby not breathing, I freaked. I picked him up, I shook him a little bit, and I freaked. I started CPR immediately. Then I checked his heart rate. He had a faint heart rate. The child was plumb white.
On May 13th, 10 days after Alex was hospitalized, both parents were subpoenaed for a custody hearing. By May 28th, the baby is released to foster parents who live an hour away. Almost a month later, June 22nd, the couple returns to court about custody, but their lawyer doesn't show. The next day, according to Kay Mays, they are dragged out of bed at 1:30 in the morning to be arrested.
You're implementing me. How am I implementing you?
You're saying you. You're saying you. That's telling me that I've done it.
Done what?
Or I could have possibly have done it. Couldn't you?
A common reason for people to confess to a crime they didn't commit is what's called the false forensic ploy. And that's where an investigator tells a person that the scientific evidence shows that you did it.
Baby Alex would never again live with his parents. In February of 2000, Russell stands trial and is convicted of aggravated child abuse. By May, Kay decides to plead guilty in an attempt to regain custody. Alex has surgery for reflux and tubes put in his ears. In October of 2000, still in foster care, Alex Mays stops breathing again. He spends 5 days in the hospital before the court orders removal from life support, despite the parents' strong objection. On October 25th, 2000, Alex Mays dies. The autopsy concludes it's a homicide and blames the baby's death on an injury inflicted at 5 weeks of age. What was an aggravated assault charge against the father is now murder. Fast forward 25 years. The couple is still married, and their claims of innocence are now viewed through a new lens. 5 medical experts from various specialties have led to the review unit's conclusion that Alex Mays did not die from abuse. He most likely was having strokes. There were abnormal red blood cells that couldn't have been caused by shaking. One expert summed it up this way: trauma is so unlikely, it should not be a consideration. Add to that, one of the lead detectives has sworn under oath that Russell Mays' statements were not a confession because Dr. Starling's diagnosis framed our investigation and left no other possibilities. Little Alex Mays survived a total of 580 days. His father has been serving a life sentence, more than 9,000 days behind bars. Now, the DA's Conviction Review Unit will present its case to Judge Steve Dozier beginning next Tuesday, March 26th. And Judge Dozier presided over both of Russell Mays' trials.
Thanks, Demetria. We'll be watching for the update. And by the way, if you missed part 1 of Demetria's report, we have it on the front page of newschannel5.com. It's also posted on our streaming channel.